Listen, heroes look good for a minute. They wear capes, get cheered, get songs. They die young in the stories, get memorialized, and the world pats itself on the back for loving them. That's the hero's bargain. Glory now, early retirement, and a grave later. You don't want that. You don't want a story about sacrifice that ends before the empire is built. You want the throne. You want the power. You want the name people speak in unease rather than praise. That's the villain's path. Cold, calculated, relentless. This is where it starts. A choice. Not dramatic. Not some cinematic twist. Just a quiet decision in your chest while the rest of the world sleeps. I will not die small. That decision is the simplest, most violent thing you'll ever do to your old self. Becoming the villain is not about cruelty for cruelty's sake. It's about priority. It's about putting your survival, your ascent, and your mission above everyone's comfort, including your own, past pity for yourself. It's about deciding to be effective rather than likable. It's about preferring results over applause. So make the decision. Carve it into your mornings. Repeat it until your bones remember it. Say, I will not be a martyr for the sake of other people's feelings. I will be a force they respect and fear. I will outlast the applause. That's the initiation. Once you decide, you lose the right to complain. You lose the right to be misunderstood. You give up the desperate need to be loved by people who only ever loved the idea of you. Not the work, not the grind, not the hunger. Hear this, villains survive. Villains build. Villains manipulate the game until the game kneels. Heroes die poetic deaths. Villains live long enough to change the rules. Which one do you want to be? A headline that fades? Or a shadow that follows kings? When you decide to be a villain, you accept a code. Ambition over approval. You replace people-pleasing with a ledger of outcomes. If someone's comfort blocks your path, you move through them or around them, whichever gets you closer to the objective faster. Calculated ruthlessness, not blind violence, surgical strikes. You learn where to apply pressure, how to break alliances quietly. And when silence is your loudest weapon, unapologetic growth, you stop explaining your hunger. You stop giving reasons for your rise. You train in the dark and you show results in the light. This decision will cut friends. It will burn bridges. That's the point. Every bridge is a potential leash. Every smile could be a chain. A villain keeps their hands free to hold power, not handshakes. Don't lie to yourself. Becoming the villain will make you lonely. But loneliness is a price. It's the tuition you pay for being indispensable. The hero gets company and a short story. The villain gets legacy and a stadium of influence, but only if they can stomach the solitude. The first morning you wake as the villain, routine will feel different. Your training will be harder. Your words will be fewer. Your patience will be sharper. You'll smile less but execute more. People will call you cold. Let them. Cold is better than soft. Soft gets used, crushed, and forgotten. This isn't a license to harm innocence. It's a mandate to stop being naive. The world will try to tie your feet with praise and guilt. You will untie them and run. You will create consequences for those who try to stop you. Quiet, inevitable consequences that make future resistance expensive. Because villains don't need applause to move. They need power. They need control. They need outcomes. And they understand the simplest economic truth of human conflict: cost is everything. Make it too costly for people to bet against you. Remember this, heroes get written about in the beginning of stories. Villains get remembered at the end. People will study your tactics. They will imitate the cruelty you wield, but they will never feel the hunger that powers it. That hunger is yours. Keep it private. So make the decision today. Stop dying for optics. Stop bleeding for storylines. Stop being the comforting tragedy that makes others feel moral. Decide to survive, to dominate, to make the world bend to the shape of your intention. Decide to become the villain who builds empires while others read elegies. When you choose this, your life changes. Not overnight, but like slow poison that rewires the brain. You'll begin to prioritize. You'll begin to cut what doesn't build. You'll learn that mercy is a resource to be spent wisely, not gifted like candy. You'll become comfortable being the thorn in gardens where others rest. The decision is the step that separates those who speak from those who move. The world is full of talkers. It lacks enough doers who aren't afraid to look monstrous. Be that monstrous. Be that necessary. Be the threat people mention in whispers before boardrooms and before wars. This is your oath. I will choose power over praise. I will choose legacy over liking. I will choose results over reputation. Make that choice now. Harden it. Let the old you be mourned quietly by those who preferred convenience over excellence. You are not here to be everyone's hero. You are here to be your own endgame, and once you've decided, you will never be the same. Villains don't stumble into power, they architect it. They don't rely on luck or the crowd's mood. They build systems, bend rules, and exploit weak points with ruthless precision. If you want to be feared, useful, and long-lasting, you need a strategy, an operating system for domination. This is the strategy. Read it like a manual. Memorize it like doctrine. Execute it like you have nothing left to lose. One hash map the terrain know the game better than anyone. Before you throw a single punch, you must know where the bones are buried, who holds influence, where are the cracks in their armor, which alliances are brittle. Villains study environments like predators study herds. They learn habits, patterns, and vulnerabilities. Do this. Make a list of the top 10 people, structures, and systems that stand between you and your goal. Rank them by threat and by opportunity. Understand not just their strengths, but their dependencies. Every empire has a weak hinge. Find it. 2. Build quiet power resources, leverage, and options. Heroes burn bright and fast. Villains accumulate. Money, skills, contacts, information, these are not accessories. They are ammunition. You must hoard options so you can strike without begging. Create at least 3 independent sources of leverage for every major goal. That might be a side income, a skill nobody else has, or a relationship you can call on in crisis. Power is the ability to choose. The more choices you have, the less anyone can threaten you. 3. Control narratives. Silence is loud, words are weapons. While heroes beg for love, villains control what people remember. They don't explain. They position. They let the world build a story that benefits their strategy, and they puncture stories that don't. Don't defend every rumor. Pick your battles. Use language like a scalpel, precise, intentional, and inevitable. Deploy ambiguity when it helps. Drop a truth when it cripples an opponent. When you speak, people should feel the room tilt. 4. Make consequences predictable. Raise the cost of opposition. Villains don't waste energy coaxing enemies into submission. They make resistance expensive. That doesn't mean public violence or petty revenge. It means calculated consequences that alter behavior. If someone crosses you, ensure their cost of crossing is higher than their gain. Use leverage, expose incompetence, or quietly reassign resources so the price of future resistance increases. People learn faster through pain than through morals. 5. Master delay, the art of waiting and timing. Impulsive people think action is always brave. Villains know timing is the real courage. Silence, delay, and the slow accumulation of advantage are lethal. When everyone expects you to strike, wait. Let them overreach, reveal their cards, and exhaust themselves. Strike when their guard is down and your momentum is undeniable. Patience converts small edges into unavoidable victory. 6. Weaponize scarcity. Make your presence valuable. If everyone can do what you do, you're replaceable. Villains make themselves rare. They cultivate skills, experiences, or connections that are uniquely theirs. Cut supply. Limit access. Let your absence create pressure. When people start to feel the pinch of missing you, they stop taking you for granted. Scarcity builds demand, and demand builds respect. 7. Create controlled chaos. Confuse to conquer. Chaos is a tool when you control its edges. A well-placed disruption can distract enemies, redirect attention, and mask your true moves. The villain's chaos is never random. It's a smokescreen for surgical action. Spark drama where advantage can be taken. Dissolve alliances at the right moment. Use misdirection to make others chase ghosts while you move the board. The moral, create the illusion while you execute reality. 8. Harden your ambition. Ruthless prioritization. Not everything matters. Villains ruthlessly cut projects, people, and pains that dilute focus. If an action doesn't compound your advantage, it's a tax on your future. Fire those who drain more than they deliver. Fire commitments that tether you to comfort. Prioritize like a killer, objective first, loyalty second, feelings third. That's the hierarchy of winners. 9. Never reveal your limits. Mystery protects momentum. Vulnerability is a currency villains spend rarely. Never show the full range of your capacity or the depths of your supply. Let opponents overestimate your resilience and underestimate your reserves. When they test you, they miscalculate. That's where victory is found. 10. Reinvent constantly. Stagnation is death. What made you dangerous today will be predictable tomorrow. Villains evolve. They mutate reputation, tactics, and networks. Keep your enemies and allies confused about what you'll do next. Invest in reinvention, new skills, a new look, a surprising collaboration, or a different rhythm. Surprise is a power source. Use it. These are the mechanics, the cold, clinical moves that separate theatrical villains from the ones who actually shape empires. But strategy without discipline is fantasy. You must pair this blueprint with immutable execution. Now, here's your immediate playbook. 3 brutal actions for the next 30 days. Create your terrain map today. List 10 obstacles and 10 leverage points. Rank them, decide what you'll dismantle first. Build 1 new source of leverage this week. A relationship, skill, or income stream, something concrete. Execute 1 act of controlled chaos within 14 days. Distract a competitor, expose a weakness, or create scarcity. Measure the reaction, adjust. Villains don't wait for permission or signals. They manufacture inevitability. When you move with this strategy, people stop debating your motives and start protecting themselves from your consequences. This is cold, but it's clean. It's not childish cruelty or senseless harm, it's efficiency. It's the kind of ruthlessness that builds dynasties, while the hopeful pray for miracles. Be surgical. Be patient. Be inevitable. If strategy is the map, transformation is the relentless walking. Villains aren't born from a single moment of fury. They're assembled day by day, grind by grind, choice by choice. The war is not dramatic. It's repetitive. It's boring. It's painful. And that's the point. You want to be feared and respected? Then stop treating discipline like an option. Make it sacred. Build rituals so tight that failure becomes physically uncomfortable like a toothache. You can't ignore. The villain's life is ritualized violence against comfort. Below are the core laws, the daily practices, and the dark rituals you will adopt. Follow them without mercy. Law 1, commence before dawn. Champions steal hours from the day. Villains steal the whole morning. Wake before the world warms up. The first hour of your day should be an act of war, cold, intentional, and unshared. Morning ritual blueprint, do this every day. Wake in silence, no phone for 60 minutes. Cold exposure, a 3060. Second, cold shower or splash to shock the complacency out of your body. Movement -10 to 20 minutes of brutal mobility, shadow work, or sprints. Nothing relaxed. Prime to 10 minutes of focused visualization. See the moves, taste the victory, feel the sting that made you stronger. Micro task, complete 1 small, high leverage action. Send that email. Write the headline, post the proof. The morning is not for comfort. It's for taking the first land. Whoever owns the morning owns momentum. LAW2, obsess over a few things. Villains do less. They do it harder. Pick 3 pillars that will move you faster. Income, influence, skill for each pillar. Choose 1 keystone habit. Income to 1 hour of focused, monetizable work daily. No distractions. Influence to 30 minutes of content. outreach, or relationship building daily. Skill, 45 to 90 minutes. Deliberate practice on the craft that makes you irreplaceable. Repetition compounds. Do not multitask. A scattered predator never kills. Law 3, the dark notebook, ruthless self-audit. Every villain keeps a ledger. This is not journaling for feelings, it's auditing for advantage. Daily entry 5 minutes evening. Wins, 3 measurable wins today. Losses, 3 decisions that cost energy or time. Lesson, 1 specific improvement for tomorrow. Debt, 1 thing to cut or 1 person to distance. Weekly audit, 30 to 60 minutes. Review your ledger, kill 2 habits that waste resources. Double down on 1 habit that works. Adjust strategy. This is accountability without excuses. Numbers don't lie. People do. Law 4, sacrifice like a logistician. Villains are economists of sacrifice. Every yes is currency spent. Spend it where it compounds. Make a list of drainers, meetings, social feeds, obligations. For 30 days, cancel or postpone all non-essential items. Track the time reclaimed. Use it. Law 5, become a tempered machine, physical and mental conditioning. Mental toughness is built in the body. Train hard enough that your confidence smells of physical proof. Weekly regimen, example, 3 high-intensity sessions, sprints, heavy lifts, circuits. 2 skill sessions, boxing, grappling or market skill, coding, copywriting. Daily mobility and breath work, 10 to 15 minutes. Sleep priority, 7 to 8 hours minimum. No excuses on recovery. Villains who burn out get replaced. Conditioning isn't vanity, it's reliability. A reliable body makes a reliable threat. Law 6, environment is the silent ally. Design your environment to punish weakness. Clean desk, locked phone during focus hours, limited social media windows. People in your circle who calibrate to your standards. Tactics. Create 2 work zones, hustle and rest, never mix them. Remove dopamine traps. Uninstall 1 addicting app for 30 days. Add a visual reminder, a single object that means no surrender. A ring, a glove, a worn photo. Your space should whisper your ambitions every time you enter it. Law 7, the dark network, relationships as leverage. Villains don't have crowds, they have nodes. Cultivate a compact network of high-value contacts. Offer disproportionate value to earn loyalty. Keep transactional distance to avoid being used. Rules. 5 people you call in crisis. 10 people you can leverage for introductions. 1 mentor you disturb weekly with progress and humility. Give without drowning. Keep favors as tools, not anchors. Law 8, schedule your morality. You will do things others won't, but that doesn't mean you're aimless. Decide your lines and schedule the rest. Define non-negotiables. No illegal activity, no harming innocence, and keep the rest gray. Villainy is tactical, not blind. Law 9, embrace loneliness as a shield. You will lose friends. Let them go. Loneliness sharpens focus. Use it as a shield against mercy. Learn to be comfortable with silence. It is where your fiercest plans take shape. Law 10, the 30-day dark cycle, concrete plan. Execute this 30-day transformation cycle. No breaks, no rationalizations. Daily, morning ritual before dawn. 1 keystone work block, 90 minutes. 1 leverage building action, outreach, pitch, content. Evening ledger entry. Weekly, 3 high-intensity physical sessions. 1 deliberate skill session. 1 network action, call, meeting, pitch. 1 weekly audit session. End of 30 days, kill the 2 weakest habits permanently. Double the best habit, create a new leverage source. The final ritual, nightly closure. Before sleep, enact a short ritual, stand, breathe. Visualize tomorrow's small wins, whisper your oath. This is not fluff, it's a psychological seal. Repeat your identity aloud. I am unavoidable. I am necessary. I will outlast the applause. Transformation is sterile and surgical. It's not glamorous, but it's the only path from angry talker to inevitable villain. The rituals will make you boring to the weak and dangerous to the complacent. They will narrow your life to what matters and burn the rest. You ask for dark? You got it. Now make it habitual. The villain you become will not be an accident of temperament. It will be the sum of your rituals.